Family of God, welcome back to another quick word with Q. Hopefully everybody is feeling well and blessed and highly favored at this present moment. Today's topic will be giving God praise in advance for him being bigger than the problem or the issue. And it's another big topic I feel like it should be discussed on and touched on as far as reaching into the community. Family of God, we need to learn how to start giving Christ, the Father, praise in advance before we even see the victory line. And what I mean by that is because, as I say, Christ has already pre-written our pathways, pre-written our destinies. It's already set ahead of us. We don't know what the next step is. Only the Father knows. We just bump into it along the way. And that's how it is. You know, God has set that up for a certain reason so that we can give him grace and give him praise, honor, and glory in advance for him already setting the pathway and for him already defeating that demon. And I had to realize that, family of God, like walking with Christ, you got to get deep with him because it's levels with Christ. You know, me was talking about there's levels to this. Nah. Nah, with God, it's infinite levels. So, you know, Christ will take you deep with him, man, and he'll actually reveal the mystery to you. So, I just want to touch on this topic, man, as far as giving God praise and thanks in advance because he is greater than the problem and the issue. I had a hard time with this, family of God, body of Christ. I had a hard time with this until I had to learn that it wasn't me that defeated that demon. It was Christ. It was God. It wasn't in my power, according to my situations and things that I had going on and past previous in my background and in my upbringing. So, you know, I've seen that God has been carrying me the whole way. And family of God, body of Christ, those inside and outside, I want y'all to know that Christ has been carrying you guys as well. You know, just think back on certain situations that you have been brought out. You know you had no power over it. You know it was out of your hands. You know it was out of your control. We don't have to go into depth, into detail. Each and every last one of us knows who is watching, who is listening, that's going along their journey. They have had issues in different situations that was outside of their control, whether it was good or bad. So we have to understand that we have to give God the praise in advance. That's letting him know that, oh, my son, my daughter, they know that I got it. Let me watch it. They're gonna see, part of my French. They're gonna see me work. My bad, y'all. They're gonna see me work in their life then, and everybody else around them is gonna bear witness to that. So, family of God, let's make it imperative that we giving God one up, giving God the flawless victory, giving Christ his kudos, giving Christ his standing ovation because he has already went before us in the battle. So, family of God is tasked to that. This is perfect with that. You know, giving God the praise and glory in advance, you know, that's confirmation on Christ going before us in the battle, that he's already done it already. As I say, family of God, we don't know what's ahead of us. We don't know the next week, the next day, the next month, the next year, what life is going to throw us. So it's always good to be prepared with Christ. So when the battle comes, when you enter that arena, now you know what to do. Now you know what weapons to use. Now you know how to defeat that enemy. So, family of God, it's very imperative that we give God the praise and the thanks in advance. And I'm only saying this to y'all, family of God, because as I say, it's always a mirror effect. Like right now when I'm recording, I can only see myself back at me. So it's a mirror effect. I may be talking to the body of Christ and those outside the body of Christ, but initially who I'm looking at is me. So, family, I want y'all to know this is very imperative, man. You know, everything I talk about, you know, I'm applied to it. I'm not exempt. I just want to give y'all real life situations and real life stuff so, you know, we can be abreast. This is real. Even though we behind camera, people still have real lives. People still have real situations. So let's make sure that we giving God uh, his clapped hands and his standing ovations and his flowers and everything you want to give Christ because he deserves it. You know, for going before us in the battle, for setting things up in place for us so that we can be a blessing to other people. You know, because when the blessing and the breakthrough come, make your hand may get hit. You can hit somebody's hand, and you can also let them know how you was able to hit their hand. See what I'm saying? Christ will do that. He'll hit your hand to allow you to hit somebody else's hand, and let them know who hand it came from. See what I'm saying? The lucchini as we call it, that sack, that bread, that dough, that comes from Christ. That's Christ's bread. We gotta ask Christ for that bread. See what I'm saying? So Christ already know how much you're gonna make. Christ already know how many bank accounts you're gonna have. Christ already know this, man. God already know this. You think he don't know this that he created you? Yeah, you may have came out your mother's womb or your daddy's scrotum sack, pardon my French. You still a part of the creator. Who created them? And who created them? It can go all the way down the line. So let's give God his praise for him doing what he's doing right now, for what he has done and what he is doing and what he will do. Let's not get it twisted, family of God. I love y'all and I appreciate y'all because these topics are imperative to the community, and I'm just here to drop them off. I'm just here to put the stats up. And I mean that for real, wholeheartedly, sincerely. You know what I'm saying? Christ has put the stats up. He has won a championship. He got all the rings. I want to be a part of the championship team and have a couple rings or two. You know, let's go, y'all. So I appreciate y'all, you know, for tuning in to me each day. And let's give God the praise and the honor and glory for him ushering us in for the victory. Because it's already won, family of God. And if y'all listen to these videos, this is another quick word with Q. And if y'all liking them, and if it's helping you guys, please share them with the community so everyone can hear a good word. No matter what color the skin color or what background the person is coming from, a good word can come through anyone. Don't forget, people of God, God is everywhere but nowhere. He can use anything. So y'all be good and be aware. I love y'all. Peace.